this it, Stefan?
I think this is it. I think we're ready for the live show. Boys and girls, are you ready for the live show? Thumbs up. Give us the thumbs up. Let us know how it's going. Remember, you can ask questions. Let's get started. Freedom from fear today. Freedom from fear.
Okay, well, where's the music, Stefan? Come on, I can't come on without my music.
Hey, that's it. You can't stop the music. Nobody can stop.
Cut music, not even a bass.
Oh, it's Anton. Got to connect. Yes, it's Anton. Got to myself.
I say it like it is. Let's do a quiz. Custom Anton.
It's time for Anton's Antics. That's me.
Yes. You good?
Oh, it's Anton. I think I'm stressed. Yes, it's Anton. Create a big mess. A big crazy. A French pastry. Custom Anton. It's time for Anton's Antics. That's me.
Hey, you good? Get ready for a Bible story from Stefan. He's drawing Julia, a special truth.
Skiddo's gonna drop a trumpet in this time.
But don't forget, the show's all about me.
Yes, oh, it's Anton. I'm sometimes wrong.
Come on, clap at home to Anton's song. I'm quite silly, God still loves me. Cause I'm Anton.
It's time for Anton's Antics. My man of his white antics. It's time for Anton's Antics.
Yes! Hey, boys and girls, welcome to Anton's first ever Facebook live show. You feeling good? You good? Anton not good. No, he got a woozy tummy. Feeling worried, feeling nervy. What's the matter, Anton? You love a live show. Get on with it. The boys and girls need a good show today. Remember what Stefan said? I know, but it's not a show. It's a speech. I got to write a speech for my friend who's opening a bakery. Except they're not opening bakery, maybe, because everything's shutting down. All this money, all this time, and now it's not even going to happen.
Well then, Anton,
what you worried about your speech for? You won't have to write it. Anton, come on. I still got to get ready. We got to think positive. This bakery gonna open, right? And Anton's going to have to do his speech. Ding. Anton, I have an idea. It's a bakery, right? So think about your favorite thing at the bakery. Oh, ding. My favorite thing at the bakery. Good idea, Anton. Right. My favorite thing at the bakery, boys and girls, is a beautiful French pastry. Yes, it's a light. It's a bit heavy too, but it's so sweet and flaky, soft inside. Yeah, Anton, you're doing good. Keep going. All right, that's all I've got. What else could I say? Oh, this is terrible. I'm going to do a terrible job. I can't do this. Anton, stop it. Think of a story. Remember, Stefan, boys and girls, he's going to come and tell a story soon. You're going to love it. You think of a story too, Anton. You think of the first time. Yes, the first time you got a French pastry. Ding! Anton has an idea. We think of the first time we bought the French pastry. But it wasn't me who bought it, Anton. No, sitting on my bed in a white paper packet. A little bit light, a bit heavy. What is it? I pick it up, I smell. Oh, I take it out, it's shaped like a heart. Passion fruit icing. It's beautiful French pastry. But where is it from? It was from my grandma. She gave it to me. She loved me so much. Anton, this is good story. Keep going. Okay, my grandma, she's not so good no more. She can't smell French pastry. In fact, I bought her one the other day. She pushed it to... Anton, you can't do it. Cut. Boys and girls, don't listen to this story. This is not going in the right direction. Cut, Anton. You can't talk about grandma going downhill, okay? This is not the show for today. What am I going to do? I can't do this. I'm terrible at writing speech. I'm not doing this. Anton, come on. The show has to go on. Keep going. No, Anton, not do it. We're not do it. I'm too upset too. My tummy is starting to churn. I'm not of here. Ciao, boys and girls. Good luck with the show today. I'm out of here. Bye-bye. Stick around, boys and girls. I get Anton. Don't worry. He'll be back later. Stefan. Showtime. What's wrong, Anton? Oh, I can't do it. The show. You're great at doing the show. You love the show. This is your moment. Oh, not this show. This stupid speech. I cannot do it. What speech? Oh, not the one about the bakery. Look, that might not even open, remember? You might be off the hook. No, I don't care. I care about my friend, of course, but my speech, I can't stop thinking about it. Anton, you've got this. Look, how about you listen to today's story with the boys and girls at home, listening down Facebook live, and you can maybe learn something that will help you deal with this, something about Jesus, God, the Bible, all those great things that will help you stand firm in these times. Okay, you think it will help me too with my speech? Yeah, of course it will. So listen tight, and I've got to get on the show. You better be back later, though. I think those boys and girls will be expecting it, don't you think? I listen good. And you go well, Stefan. You go get them. Thanks, Anton. Let's go get them. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to Anton's Antics. My name's Stephen. So good to see you here. So good that you could be with us today, every single one of you. Now, big shout out to Bethany Hamilton. Now, I don't know her. She doesn't know me. But I just wanted to give her a shout out because, as you know, boys and girls, she is the soul surfer, the one who lost her arm in the surf. And as a fellow surfer, you know, you really feel for someone who has that kind of terrible experience, but then comes back from the brink. She's been in Australia recently, trying to get back on the world titles series, and sadly, so many events with this virus have been cancelled, including the surfing events. I mean, how would you be putting all that work in, and then the whole thing gets taken from under your feet? And this is happening across the globe to everyone. Do we still do our assignments, boys and girls? Are we off the hook? Well, it's worrying times, isn't it? But a big shout out to Bethany Hamilton. Go see the movie. I took my kids to see it recently, and it's amazing. Unstoppable is this girl from America, and some of the ways she takes on is just unbelievably good. But she is unstoppable because she believes in the unstoppable God. And today, we're going to learn about the unstoppable Jesus, God's Son. So stick around. Sometimes we have feelings inside of us that we just can't control. Sometimes our stomach's churning, we're worried about stuff, we're afraid. We don't know what to do with those feelings. What can we do? Anton's worried about his speech. He doesn't know how to write it, doesn't have the confidence to deal with it. What about you, boys and girls? How are you feeling? Sometimes our feelings come from small things, like our events being cancelled, our sports, or a special project we've got to do. Sometimes it's much bigger than that, isn't it? A sickness or a war for some kids overseas. It's frightening. What do we do with it? Well, today, let me take you into the Bible to Mark's Gospel, chapter 4. Let's turn the page and look at today's show. We're going to talk about the freedom from fear. All right. Let's get into Mark's Gospel, chapter 4, boys and girls. From Mark's Gospel, we learn about Jesus. Now, Jesus was a man who was a Jew, an Israelite, who lived 2,000 years ago. And Jesus came into the world, and he started teaching people about God's kingdom. And the Jews were waiting for someone who was a king, who was special, who could deliver them from the oppressive Roman Empire, which ruled the world at the time, and set up their own eternal kingdom, which was promised to one of their ancient kings, King David. Now, Jesus, at this stage, is on the Sea of Galilee, and he's traveling around by boat, and wherever Jesus goes, large crowds are sure to gather. Crowds that come to see Jesus because he teaches with authority. Not like the teachers of the law of Israel who taught, always referring back to other people and what they said and that sort of thing. A bit like doing an assignment, isn't it? You've got to footnote everything, you've got to have a bibliography, you've got to say, I got this picture from there, and I got this article from over here at this website. Well, that's what the Pharisees had to do. They had to sort of refer back. But Jesus was different. He just spoke like he'd written the Old Testament. He just spoke like he had God's authority. Some people, of course, like the Pharisees, didn't enjoy this, but the people loved it. And so they flocked to see him. And Jesus not only taught with authority, he did miracles. He healed people who had sicknesses. So people with contagious diseases kept their 1.5 metre distance, or more, under Jewish law. But others with blindness, deafness, and so forth would come to Jesus and be healed. And in Mark chapter 4, Jesus says, after he's taught the crowds and done healing, he says, let's go to the other side of the lake. Let's get in the boat and travel. So let's go with them, because today we're joining the disciples, and we're going to join them as they travel across the waters of the Sea of Galilee. And we're going to see what happens. Little did they know that out in the Sea of Galilee that day, Jesus and the 12 disciples, the 12 men he chose to follow him, did not know about a great windstorm that was building out at sea. The clouds thickened and darkened, and the wind started blowing everywhere. And when the wind blows, boys and girls, you've probably learned about this in school, what happens to the waves? They start to build up, don't they? They start to crest. And of course, the disciples are not great swimmers. They're fishermen, some of them. And so they know how to fish, but they are not that adept at swimming. They're not that great as swimmers. And so these guys start to get pretty scared as the waves start to build. And they think, well, how long till we make it to the other side? You know, it's a fair way off. Let's do our best to sail there. But in this kind of wind, it's impossible to sail a boat. And so the disciples start getting pretty worried, because these waves start building and getting taller, crashing over the edge of the boat. And the boat starts to break up. It's threatening to totally destroy them. And where's Jesus? Rowing frantically, blowing with his mouth to try and blow the wind? No, Jesus is asleep in the stern. He's having a nap. And the disciples come to him and they say to him, Jesus, don't you care? We're going to die. Look at what's going on here. Do something. Jesus is asleep. Now he's awake. Jesus rose. Jesus stood up. And he spoke to the wind and the waves. And he said to them, quiet. Be still. Quiet, be still, he said to the wind and the waves. That raging storm, that wind that was blowing everywhere. And what happened? Well, the storm and the wind that was raging became completely calm. The wind died down. The sun burst through the clouds. And the boat that was rocking everywhere and threatening to break up sat upright. And everyone was safe. Everyone was safe. And the water was like a pond. And the disciples who were with Jesus, who were terrified a minute ago, who were scared of the wind and the waves, and rightly so. I mean, these guys thought they were going to lose their lives. These guys looked at Jesus, and they looked at what he'd done, speaking to the wind and the waves. And they remembered things like, well, I don't know if they remembered things, but you think back, boys and girls, these guys are standing there looking at what Jesus had done. Who, in the beginning of the Bible, had spoken to the waters and separated them, bringing up dry land? Who, when the people left Egypt, had dried the Red Sea and brought the people of Israel across it, fleeing from the enemy, fleeing from the oppressor, Egypt, who wanted to kill them, and saved them?
They walked across on dry land because God spoke his word and the waters parted and they walked across on dry land. And now who spoke and calmed the storm and the wind and the waves? It was Jesus. And the disciples went from being scared of the wind and the waves, of being terrified of perishing from the storm, to being absolutely terrified of Jesus. Terrified of him. And Jesus said to them, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of the wind and the waves, and don't be afraid of me. Who else has the power to speak to the wind and the waves, though? Who else except God? And here is his king in front of them, and they are terrified. But Jesus said, don't be afraid. Just believe. Because I am God's king. I've come into the world to save. I didn't come here to scare people. I came to save and rescue. And rescue he did. Are you afraid, boys and girls? Are you worried about things at this time? Remember, Jesus is unstoppable. Jesus is bigger than all our problems. He can stop them. If he chooses not to, he's bigger than the worst thing, which is death itself. And he has the power over that too. Don't be afraid. Just believe. All right. Well, that is the end of our story segment. Now, we're going to move on because we have a very special guest star here today. If you're having any thoughts or questions you'd like to ask about the story, you can bring them up and we'll definitely deal with them as they come through. But if not, we're just going to roll on. This is interactive. It's your show as much as Anton's show and my show. So let's keep rolling on now. Someone who loves to shake the fist at the fear and the trembling is a rapper. His name's Skeeto. So he's here with a very special song to set us free and get us going this morning. So let's get some beats on. What's we got here on Anton's playlist? Yeah. Here we go. If I can find it. Yeah. Check you around. Vito, you there? Yeah, we're here. Yeah, we're here. Oh, who's for me? Who's for you? We got the blues. Let's sing a tune. Who's gonna chase away the blues? Who's gonna fight the fear? Overcome the unstoppable. Overcome. Who's for me? Who's for you? My God. In a time of fear, be frantic. What? In a time of panic, we got problems. In a time of terror, buy toilet paper. That's right. Buy toilet paper. Here we go now. I got 1 ply. I got 2 ply. I got 3 ply. Yeah. How much ply you got there? You gonna fight the virus with some toilet paper. What are we thinking now? In that time of terror, where you gonna turn? I got a Bible verse for you. Whoa, looks like Steve-O's been on here. That's not it. Here we go. You got it? Don't just believe. What? You're not even finished here. All right, let's do it. Don't be. Oh, that's easy. A. F. What's the word, boys and girls? Let's see if we can get this. Yeah. Don't be afraid. Just believe. Mark 5:46. Yeah, Mark 5:46. Don't be afraid. Overcome. You're the unstoppable. JC. Mark 5:46. Just believe, yeah. Let's hit it. Who's for me? Who's for you? Let's do it. Oh! Who's looking out for me? Got my situation in control, immune to inflation. Stands in my shoes, dollar invitation. Biggest brand name, talking up the station. Always with me despite my reputation. Put me front row from the back section. What more? What more do you need to win election?
Who's for me? Who's for you?
Who was and is to come?
Who's for me? Who's for
Who's the
you?
first and last word said and done?
Who's for me? Who's for
Who
you?
was and is to come?
Who's for me? Who's for
Is
you?
the first, last word said and done? Gal from heaven, became a baby, celebration. Normally, play the way no, keep your shame, Joe. This one can slip out the hate, bro. We wrap him up and keep him warm. All we got is a cloth that's tall. So cold is the room in your heart. For this loser with a rock star.
Who's for me? Who's for you?
Was and is to come.
Who's for me? Who's for you?
Yeah, it's the first, last word said and done.
Who's for me? Who's for you?
Was and is to come.
Who's for me? Who's for
Yeah,
you?
it's the first, last word said and done. Yeah, well, who's gonna speak up for those who ain't legit? Eat with those wearing the wrong outfit. Bring equality to such a bunch of misfits. He's for me, he's for you. My God stood in my shoes. Not so serving, but deserving of every pat on the back he's been earning. The greater love can one have than to give his life for a friend. These are shrunk, now they'll ever end. Cause the one who speaks now the fans. Now the fans.
Who's for
Yeah.
me? Who's for you?
Was it is and is to come.
Who's for me? Who's for you?
First and last word, said and done.
Who's for me? Who's for you?
Was it is and is to come.
Who's for me? Who's for
Is
you?
the first, last word, said and done. See you later. Thank
He's for
you.
me. He's for you.
Was it is and is to come.
He's for me. He's for you.
First and last word, said and done.
He's for me. He's for you.
Was it is and is to come.
He's for me. He's for you.
First, last word, said and done.
Ah, Skidoo, I like it. It's a bit rappy, a bit rocky. I like that one. I've not heard it for quite a while.
Yeah, thanks anytime. It's an old one, but a good one. I like it too. Anyways, we'll see you around.
Okay. Hey, Steven. Are you ready to go back out now? I can talk to the kids. I feel good. Thank you for your story today.
No problem. I hope it helps.
Yeah, we're good. I'm gonna go back, see what we can do here. All right, ciao. Hey, boys and girls, how are you? You like the show? How was Skidoo, huh? I like his song, it's so good. All right, so we are going to take some questions very soon, but not right now. We are going to do the next thing, right? So, first of all, how are you traveling? How are you going? What is going to face the fear for you, huh? An Anton speech. Is it the money? Come on, it's out the window. Is it your health? What are you talking about? We're facing a virus going over the whole world. Is it your business? What business? What are you going to trust in? All the things that we trust in are shifty, shaky. Gone. The rock. And the only rock. Who is it, boys and girls? Tell me. Spell out his name. It starts with J. Anton, they cannot hear you. I mean, you cannot hear them. Ah, very good. Okay. J-E-S-U-S. Yes. What did he say? Don't be afraid. Just believe. All right. So that's what we're going to do. We can do it. We can think a positive. That is nice. We can trust in our encouraging words. Yes. But at the end of the day, we need Jesus who can save from death and everything. So put your trust in him. He is the rock. All right. Right. I'm going to run us out now with a little bit of music, and then Steve is going to come. He's going to try and answer some of your questions, I think. All right, here we go. Let's get some music on, and let's see how we go here. Okay, where is it? Anton's music is somewhere here. Yes. Ciao, boys and girls. It's been a great show. I hope you enjoyed it. Steve will be back. Hey. Before I go, I forgot something. Let's remember one thing. You can get a free video from Anton if you just go to the website, right? AntonZantics.com. Anton will pop up. Yes. Wait for him to pop, okay? You go to the website, AntonZantics.com. You wait for Anton to pop. And then you put your name in, your email, and your parents will get you a video to keep going with Anton. Plus, I think there's even an activity page to go with it. So it's going to be great. The good times keep on rolling. So make sure you do that. And check Anton's Antics Facebook page also for the next time we go live. All right? You got it? I see you next time. Cue music. Ciao. Arrivederci. And goodbye from Anton, Stivo, and Skido. The greatest thing. We're going to come with some questions for you. Oh, it's Anton. Love to come. Yes, it's Anton. I do talk to myself, Anton. I know. It's okay.